to where they're going to go to college. It's awesome. So it was great to see Coach Jason Box from Millsaps College here today, and watching Ashley and her sister play, and talking about his team and what he sees her role being, and how he sees her fitting into the lineup, and all of those fun things. That was great to hear. Coach Sean McInerney from Utah State is also here recruiting Maggie O'Meara. I'd like to welcome you, Coach, to the signing ceremony. Thanks for being here. I'm going to ask Coach Vince Segovia to come up in a minute and talk a little bit about Ashley, and let Ashley speak to you a little bit, and then we'll sign, and then we'll eat cake. That's how it works. But before I do that, I want to say a few words about Ashley. And there's 2 or 3 things that I really, really like about Ashley. Ashley is one of the nicest people you will ever meet in your life. And she's very, very thoughtful when it comes to other people. A good example of that is I have 3 young men living at my home, and she is always, always sure to invite them to any sort of social activity that she is planning. As you can imagine, living at my house is probably not that much fun. I don't imagine why, but Ashley is always great about inviting the guys to come and do whatever it is that she's doing, and I know they really appreciate that, and I know I really appreciate that, so thank you for that, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah. Many of you may have seen the movie The Help. Anybody seen the movie The Help? So I really like that movie, and so there's a line in the movie that one of the actresses says to the children that she helps raise. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. Right?
Yeah.
But I'll let Coach Vinny come up and try to top it. Coach Vince, to go.
Yeah, Vinny. Well, we finally made it. We've been waiting for this night for a long time. I'm so glad it's here. I was going to prepare a speech, and I don't do very well with that. I just got to speak from the heart. So I'm just going to give you guys a little background about when I met Ashley and how our whole relationship started. So it started a little over 2 years ago. We were at another program, and it was my first day of work, and so I come out, and I see this cute little blonde girl running around the court, and these bright colors, and I'm like, whoa, who is that? Right? And the first day I met Ashley was the first day I found out about Lululemon. Right? I got to know all about Lululemon, all the different styles. And so that same day, I look 2 courts down, and I see another little blonde girl running around in Lululemon, and lo and behold, it's her little sister. So anyway, that was my first introduction to the Ford girls. And as I got to know Ashley, I found out that she was way more than just this cute little girl running around in nice clothes. We went to our first tournament later that week, and I was watching her first match. I don't really even know her that well, and I'm watching her play this girl, one of the top seeds in the tournament, and she's playing great. I was really impressed, and she wound up splitting sets and on the chain. And so we had our little break, and so I talked to her, and I'll never forget, and as all the coaches will admit, it's probably our most special time when we get to work with our players during that split. And so I gave her some really direct information. She took it all in and played unbelievable in the 3rd set, and I knew that this girl was a real tennis player. And so our relationship kind of just evolved from there. I started working with her a little bit more privately, and I wound up leaving that program, coming here, which has been awesome. And I remember Ashley's mom calling me and saying, Vince, what should we do? What should we do? And I said, listen, it's real easy. Just come on over. And so this went on for a few weeks, and so I got the ball rolling on it, and they came out a few times, and they made the move, and I think it's been a great move for them as well. And so the relationship got stronger. We started working with Ashley all the time. We traveled. I've been to almost all of her tournaments the last year and a half, and so I really got to know her on these trips. And that's when you really get to know a lot of these kids, is when you take them to tournaments, you spend a whole weekend with them. You know, the one thing I learned about Ashley is that she's just like another parent at these events. I mean, she's awesome. She's always watching out for everybody, making sure everybody's got their water, and so she's almost like an assistant coach on these trips. She's been a real blessing. And so, while building up to this, I was trying to get some dirt on Ashley, and I wanted to go some, and I was like, there's got to be something going on. This girl's too perfect. She's got to be doing something, right? There's one story that Maggie and Carly told me, which I can't repeat that one. They didn't break the law. There was no law breaking. The second story was actually pretty funny. So the story goes, according to her younger sister, Addie, there would be random boxes that would show up at their front door at their house, and so the doorbell would ring and there'd be a box, and everybody's like, what's going on with this box? And Ashley would come down the stairs, pick up the box, and go right back upstairs. So apparently she was charging up on Dad's card and had random boxes at the house. So I thought that was pretty funny. So the other thing I did that maybe a little bit different is I went to Ashley's friends, and I asked them to do me a favor. I said, I want you to describe Ashley in one word. And so I got several. So the first one was a shopaholic. You can imagine who came up with that one.
Yeah.
Motherly, caring, monogram. Southern, friendly, and Pinterest junkie. Actually, that was my wife, who's never been Ashley. So anyway, it's been great working with Ashley over the last couple of years. I know she's going to do extremely well in college. She's an amazing girl, and you know, she's going to be an awesome teammate as well. And so I wish her the best at Millsaps. I know she's going to be awesome. And the last thing I'll leave you with is this. Make sure whatever you study, you earn a lot of money, because your dad will be cutting you off. And congratulations.
I have been waiting for this day for a long time. Over the past couple of years, I've had the pleasure of watching and celebrating the signings for many of my friends, and I'm excited to say that it's finally my turn. Today is a special day for me, and one I will always remember. I appreciate everyone for being here tonight to celebrate with me. Your support means a lot. I want to thank everyone at ATA for making this possible, and a special thanks to Coach Bach, who came all the way from Jackson, Mississippi to be here tonight. Go Majors! 8 years ago, I was taking lessons at our local neighborhood court, and today I have been blessed with the opportunity to play college tennis for Millsaps. Attending ATA and college prep has been the best decision I have made for my tennis and my academic development. This past year at ATA has been very special and beneficial time for me. I've grown as a player, as a student, and as an individual. My extended family here at ATA comes with many new friends. I've enjoyed being coached by some of the best coaches in the industry and playing tennis with some of the most talented players in Texas. It has been an honor to be a part of what ATA stands for both on and off the court. I want to thank Coach Newman and Carol for giving me this opportunity. To all the ATA coaches, thank you for shaping me into the player that I am today. You've taught me strong work ethic, great sportsmanship, and leadership qualities. You've prepared me both mentally and physically for the next stage of my career. I understand the importance of working hard at practice and know what it means to be a great teammate. As an ATA alum and a Millsaps major, I will have the tools necessary to represent you both proudly. Coach Vince, thank you for being a part of my development for the past 3 years. You have taught me not only tennis, but also about life. You've been there for me when I was down, and were always able to lift me up. I am glad you were able to share with me some of my most memorable matches. To my mom, my dad, and